We are back.
Hey, that's
Hey.
okay.
Right. I know I had you guys over on the side there. Uh, you guys have any comments or
We're,
thoughts on that?
no,
Always
no problem.
beautiful. They do good work. If you want to see just some cool designs and stuff like that. But like they said, get recommendations for other things, not just building a home, but hey, I got to get something fixed or I got to get something done. This is a good way to do it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Uh,
agree.
did they have a price range of where these houses are going to be within? Just kind of the
I
low and the high. They said small and large, but that's
well, we know how the E-town market is, and I'm not even going to guess, but I would assume everything's over 350, 400 at the low end. But I'll find out, and if anybody knows, and if Jasmine's still watching, maybe comment with the price range. But I mean, it's still a cool event to go to, even if it's out of your price range, because if you're thinking about building or thinking about doing something like that, you may not be building something that big, but you can go see what they're doing and maybe find
definitely.
ideas, for your own a house within your budget. Before we move on, I didn't take a moment to ask everybody to scan our QR code. I know I did it earlier, but specifically, we have the event PDF on there that I'd love you guys to download, and it has all the events that we're going to cover. And we also have our checklist at the bottom. And we're really trying to build up our YouTube channel. So if you go to hardinlocal.com and go down to that checklist at the bottom and follow us on our social media, but specifically follow our YouTube channel, that'd be great. And now we will go to Business Move with Nate.
As you can tell by my shirt, guess what I'm going to talk about first? Very excited. I thank Phil for making the video for me. I was able to go downtown the other day and check out New Style Records by Zenon. I used to say Xenon, but that's the girl from the 21st century from the Disney. Zenon is his name. There's a music shop. John's already had a sneak peek in there too. When he got some books, I think it's very cool. I like the way it's all organized. Very nice vibe that you can do both at the same time. It's not just records. They've got CDs, they've got VHS, and a nice little collection. And I was talking off screen that he asked if I had any memories of records. I said, yeah, I listened to the Beach Boys over and over. I listened to the Carpenters over and over because my parents. I remember Chuck Berry, My Ding-a-Ling, that my grandmother got me the record and then my parents took it away. And then I also remember listening to Phenomena from the Sesame Street / Muppets movie, however you want to remember it. And he actually has the Phenomena, which pulls up in the video later. So he says he will, they fix record players, not same day, obviously, because some of them need a lot of work. They'll take them in if you would make donations. And so I think it's just very cool. They open tomorrow. I might be out there, don't know. They did give me the shirt, which I appreciate. I like black shirts. May have to take the canoe or jet ski to work tonight. I'm definitely not taking 65 because of the wreck. But I think it's going to be an awesome addition to downtown. I love the vibe of it. John, you've been down there now for a few, BBT, and I think just the vibe is huge. And I also didn't know, I learned this fun fact, that Zenon from New Style Records and Will from Running Souls were Army buddies. And now they've got businesses. He said, I could throw a tennis ball to you and we could play catch. So that was kind of cool. But I think they're going to do very well. I'm excited for them. Also downtown, didn't take a video yet because there's not really a whole lot I can do in there. But if everybody knows where the Black Sheep is, it's right across from the parking lot, I guess if you want to call it, from the Hardin County History Museum. It's at 109 North Mulberry. And this gets confusing because there's also a 109 South Mulberry, which is that brown building out on the other side of Ryder's. That's Kevin Addington's building, and he also wants to put a restaurant there. So you could have two 109 Mulberry restaurants on the opposite sides of each other. 109 North Mulberry, it's been Black Sheep. It was Tacky Palette at one point. It was cakes, cupcakes, and desserts. It was also a artist cafe at one point. So it's been a lot of things. So that is coming in 2026. It's owned by Janine Washle, former Hardin County resident. Used to have a big farm out in western Hardin County. It's going to be German American fusion. I'm excited for that. I'm not a huge German food person, but we haven't had a German restaurant in E-Town. I'm drawing a blank. I know there's that one on Dixie that's now Lincoln Trail Health, but other than that, I don't know the last time we had one. I mean, y'all can chime in, but I'm not remembering any. So I think
I don't even remember eating at a German restaurant. I'm not sure if I ever had.
It might have been called Claudia's. I forget the name of the one that was on North Dixie, out near Prather. But yeah, so it's been a while. So downtown obviously is coming. There's more stuff on the way. Can't really talk about too much yet, but downtown's continuing to boom. Went out there, got a video of Lincoln Center. If people don't know what Lincoln Center is, it's that building, the Toasted Oak building, is for lack of a better term. It's the one that's next to Culver's. They just got buildings 3 and 4 done. This is building 4 right here. This is a smaller building, and then this I believe is building 3. That's got 8 more, which is basically a triplet to the other 2. But it's gonna have 8 openings in building 3, 4 in building 4. There's also I think 2 more buildings on the way, so this is gonna end up being a huge development. It's gonna have more spots than the mall. It's gonna have more spots than Town Center, Kroger, El Tapatio, Joanne, that building. And I think eventually it's going to have a road that connects to Ring Road, I believe, out the backside of that by probably Target, Gloria that are out there. So eventually that would be nice. But obviously I saw on your Uncle Danny O'Brien called it America's Food Court because I've eaten at Toasted Yolk. I've had Pappy's Tacos. And that's about coffees out there. I've had Tequila House. I've had Gyro House. Housing's over there. DeBoba's over there. We were supposed to get a Italian place at one point next to Toasted Yolk. So I would be shocked and floored if another restaurant doesn't move out there. I would just be absolutely stunned. I don't know who's going out there yet. Haven't heard anything. Haven't seen anything. But it's another great local addition to this area. Also, the Cotter Group posted on Facebook that the Whiskey House, they had topped out its first 7-story rick house. And if I recall correctly, this is now the tallest building outside of Fort Knox in Hardin County. I think the hospital was 6. I think we've got a couple of hotels that are 6, but I don't think we have a 7-story building anywhere. And for a while, I was told because the fire department couldn't reach it. So, but 7-story building means we're finally getting skyscrapers in E-Town. So that's kind of cool. If you don't know where this is at, if you go to the Lakers, which everybody loves Lakers, it's on the right on the way to Lakers. If you're coming from Lakers, it's on the left. You can pretty much see it from Thomas Dairy Farm, if I'm not mistaken. If you're out there coming out of Thomas Dairy Farm, you can see it. So Whiskey House, they do some cool things, and I'm sure they're going to continue to grow. Also went over to Big Lots Plaza. It's also called Etale Plaza, but as you can tell, I like it. Some people call it brown, some people call it gray. I'm not going to get into that dress debate. I think it's brown. It just doesn't appear well on screen, but it looks so much better. I mean, I know that they're starting to redo some of the paint and stuff. Hair Tech, I'll find their post. Hair Tech got a new sign and a new logo with this too. Big Lots is waiting for its big sign to come in, but this, I believe, is the oldest shopping center in E-Town, and it's needed some love for quite a while. And I mean, obviously it's big, it's got a lot of parking, and I think it sets up well if people start renovating this for a comeback. So I'm excited about that. Also, there was a Facebook post or a tweet about mentioning Big Sandy Furniture. It does mention Elizabethtown, Kentucky. I've posted about it before. I am pretty sure it's going in Movie Palace. I think I may have a message from them before and ask. I believe that's the plan is for Movie Palace to become Big Sandy Furniture. Ohio, West Virginia, if you're from that area, they know about this group. They've got get rave reviews. So I would guess 2026. I can't imagine it would need all the way to 2027. I don't see them opening in 2025. So 2026 is going to be my guess. And that's what I got for now. I am holding on to some stuff just so we make sure I got something for next week. I don't know if I get another restaurant opening. Yokefellow is opening pretty soon. I hope to get a walkthrough with them because they've done great work to that building on the south side. It looks fantastic. I think they have a barbecue pinwheel, which never had one, but hopefully I'll eat one. I do like barbecue. So, and I may go out to D's Butts to check out their new spot over at the college. I heard that they're doing banging business over there. So, yeah, it's a fun time to be in business in Hardin County.
It is, and I thought I'd let you take a moment to gloat about your prediction on Wawa's real quick in E-Town. Since you sent me the video.
Yep, you can see debris and trees are starting to come down. Fencing's done out there. I know they've even done some even more stuff since I've done it. Technically, they had not broken ground at this point, but you could tell it's about to happen. I think I'll actually be turning there today because if we get to Prather from my house on the south side, I gotta avoid 65. But Wawa, I love Wawa. I go to it almost all the time when I'm in Orlando. I had for the first time actually in Pennsylvania. They have great subs. I think the bathrooms are always clean. The gas prices are always pretty solid. And I think between Wawa and Huck's recently and Quick Trip, Casey's coming to Hodgenville, I think the area gas station game has really gone up leaps and bounds the last few months.
And I've seen them building those Wawas up here near my house too. There's one on my way to my kid's school. So I'm looking forward to checking it out because I've never been into one yet. But anywho, we thank you, Nate, for that great update. We've also published some other content either on Nate's Facebook page or on Hardin Local, or I shared it to Hardin Local from Nate's page. But yeah, just make sure that you check out our page and our posts that aren't related to the podcast. And if you find one from Nate and you're not following him yet, it'd be a good idea to go over to his page and give him a follow. Just like any of the rest of us. So we thank you, Nate, for what you do.
I thank you all. This is a fun ride. I like it. Whenever I talked to Zennon, he said, "What makes you click?" I said, "I just like learning about new stuff. It's supporting local businesses. I'm downtown all the time, but I don't think there's ever been a more exciting time to be in Etale or Hardin County with everything we got going on and just the unique stuff we're getting. Is that people have always wanted mom and pop and small businesses, and now we've got that with John mentioned Bird Whistle Books. We've got the record store. We've got a German American restaurant coming. The Italian place coming. JR Neighbors is great. Robin Monroe's been great. Cavern Club, what they do and growing. What Todd's done with Hub House and Social on Main. Bourbon Barrel Tavern. The live musics that we have. The art scene is growing. It's like it's an exciting time. It's a fun time. We have a vibe. When I was a teenager here in the '90s, I was like, okay, shut downtown off. It sucks. Get rid of it. Bulldoze the whole thing. Just leave Dixie and Rick Road. And I'm so glad I was wrong. I'm okay. Like it's okay as a human being to admit that you were wrong. And I was way wrong. So I'm
And
glad
because of the fact that you were wrong, now now John has a ton of events to talk about. I'm pretty sure, right?
So many events we got going on. It is fall break right now for Hardin County Schools and E-Town.